Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are trying a whole bunch of new makeup which is available at Sephora right now that I have been dying to get my hands on. I did some shopping. Honestly, everything I ordered could have fit in a box, but I ordered it at 2 separate times. And then I also have products in here that were sent to me in PR, and I will tell you which is which as I go through, but I pretty much almost have a full face of brand new makeup that I am dying to try. Some of this makeup is very exciting to me, by the way. Some of it I am very curious about. I'm going to show you everything and we will be putting everything on my face today. If by the end of today's video you want to get any of the products I am trying, I will have them linked for you down below in the description box of the video or linked right here on the screen. Whenever you shop through my links, I earn a small commission from your purchase, so if you choose to do that, it is greatly appreciated. With all of that said, let's go ahead and get started. Starting by getting my hair out of my face, and we have primers, foundations, lip products, eyeshadow palettes, new powders and blushes to try as well. So I guess we'll start with one of the products I've been most excited to try, which is this right here, the Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder from Huda Beauty in the new shade, which is called Ube Birthday Cake. This is a mixture of pink and purple as far as I'm concerned, and it looks crazy online, okay? This is what the marketing for it looks like. I think that does not look good, but I also think it might be exaggerated for promotion, so we'll see. I'll let you know exactly how this works today. I did purchase this myself, by the way. I also purchased this new Nars palette right here, the Afterglow Tempting Eyeshadow palette from Nars. Let's go ahead and open this one so I can show you what it looks like. It has this baby pink packaging, and then once you open it, here is what it looks like, and I really liked it because I really love how ethereal Nars eyeshadow shimmers are. This one only has 3 matte shades, and it looked, honestly, as far as Nars palettes are concerned, this one's pretty exciting. You have a purple shade, you have a warm bricky shade, and then a purpley shade, a few beautiful ethereal looking shimmers. So I'm excited to try this one and see what I can come up with. I also got a blush filter from Huda Beauty. I didn't get the Ube one, I got the shade Cotton Candy. These have been out for a little while, I think, but I just never tried them before. So I'm excited to try that. I got the Pillow Balm Ultra Hydrating and Nourishing Lip Treatment from Too Faced, and I got it in the color Pink Pineapple Kiss. And I've been very excited to try the new Super Gloss from Makeup by Mario. I got mine in the shade Rose Crush. I went to a Sephora store recently wanting to get my hands on the Lip Injection Extreme Plumping Clicks from Too Faced. They did not have them available in store yet, but lucky for me, I ended up getting these sent to me in PR, so I'm going to try them today as well. I have the shades Feeling Spicy and On Point. I also got sent the new Glowy Super Gel from Say Beauty in the shade Warm Glow, which I have some thoughts about and will discuss them as I apply it. And by far, one of the most exciting things I'm trying today is the Anastasia foundation. I totally would have purchased this for myself to review for you, but lucky for me, once again, I got it in PR. I got shades 2WP and 2W, so we'll try one of these today. Now, I think I'm going to do a dedicated video just on the foundation with a wear test where I can try the foundation for a bunch of hours, and I think I'm going to film that tomorrow, so you'll see this video before, and then I'll have today's experience to account for in that foundation review video tomorrow as well. And then I'm of course also trying the new Blurring Matte Setting Spray from Anastasia today. I might not try this one tomorrow when I do the foundation review because it says Blurring Matte, and I'm scared that it's going to dry me out for a long wear test. I guess it'll depend on how I feel about it today. That is everything new that I'm trying today. As you can see, quite a lot of stuff, and I'm going to start applying things. I'm going to start with the new Warm Glow shade from the Say Beauty Glowy Super Gels. And the thoughts I have about this release in particular, here's what the new color looks like, by the way. It's a peachy version of it. I was going to say, the reason I probably wouldn't be trying this right now for you is because they keep releasing the same thing and just making very slight changes to the color of it. And I think Say Beauty has some really beautiful, innovative products that work well, including the Say Beauty Glowy Super Gel. I just don't see the need to have a bunch of different slight variations of the same thing, because once you put this on your face, it's not like the color makes that much of an impact, as it is a pretty see-through type product. You basically use it because it's a good hydrating primer and it gives the skin a very nice amount of glow. But I truly don't think that this, I'm going to like put this one on this side, is that different from their rose gold version of it, which looks like this. And I especially don't think that it's that different from their original Glowy Super Gel in the shade Star Glow, which honestly is almost the same color in my opinion. This is the new one down here. So this is the original, this is the rose gold, and this is the new one. I feel like the new one and the original look very, very similar to one another. I definitely understood when they went from their Star Glow original shade and they created the bronzy shade for darker complexions. This was definitely a nice addition. But see, you can definitely see a difference here, even though the product is still very see-through. However, I don't know, I just don't see that much of a difference between the new one and the original one, and I don't know that there was a need for it. At the end of the day, I don't even know why I'm going on this rant, because this is a product that I like and appreciate, and it is a primer that I reach for often, and hopefully they have more exciting products coming down the drain this year, because I personally truly didn't see the need for this one in particular. But if I am wrong, if you think they needed a warm glow super gel, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to be wrong about it. Here is what it looks like, by the way. Nice and glowy as per usual, and I know it'll make a really fantastic primer for any foundation you put on top. So with that said, let's move on to the new Anastasia foundation. Here are the two shades I got of the Impeccable foundation from Anastasia. And this foundation, from what I've read so far, is meant to be for all skin types, they say, but then they also say it is best for oilier complexion. So even though I really want to like this one, I don't really have the best expectations of it because my skin is super dry. And so I think this one might not be the one for me, but other matte foundations have surprised me in the past, and so I'm hopeful. I think the color that matches me best, I went ahead and put both of them right here on the back of my hand, is going to be the shade 2WP. It seems to be the one that is a bit more neutral and a bit lighter. The other one looks a bit too tan for me. And since they sent over their foundation brush, I'm going to use it today. I don't think I've ever used an Anastasia foundation brush before. Here's the swatch of it, and it looks like it's immediately covering my redness, which I really appreciate. The color looks really good. I got a full pump out this time, and I'm just going to continue spreading it. 2WP is a bit more yellow than I am. It's not a neutral shade per se. I feel like it looks a little warmer than me. And I'm not even comparing it to the redness of my face. I'm comparing it to even the skin on the back of my hand. You can see it's a tiny bit more yellow, but it honestly does not make a huge difference. I'm not bothered by it. So let's keep going. I think it's a good enough shade match. Not my perfect shade match, but it is a good enough shade match. So take a look. Here's what the foundation is looking like freshly applied. It is a very thin consistency foundation, which I definitely appreciate. And I would say it has a medium coverage. I can still see my freckles through a bit, but all of my redness is gone. And so far, maybe because I did put the Say Dewy Primer underneath, but so far it looks like a natural to glowy finish. I would say it definitely does not look matte at all. So I am liking things so far. It would have been so perfect if I already had the new contour product from Rare Beauty to make this video, because I don't have anything new to use for bronzer or contour, and I'm very excited about that product. Mine has not arrived yet, however it did just come out today, so I'm going to have it linked down below if you guys want to order it, because I just know that that product is going to be fantastic. Knowing how good her blushes are, I have very high hopes for a contour product from her. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Mine should be on its way soon. In the meantime, I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Souffle bronzer, which I absolutely love. And I'm just blending it out with the same Anastasia brush. I totally forgot I don't have anything under my eyes still, so let me go ahead and apply that. This is my Tarte Creaseless Corrector and my Laura Mercier Concealer, and I'm using products that I know that I absolutely love because we are trying a new powder for the under eyes today. And well, I've used this corrector and concealer combo with every powder I own at this point, so I know what to expect from it. Plus, I already know I love Huda Beauty's powder formula because I've had her powder in my collection for years. It's just the color that is going to matter most today. Before we get to the Ube powder though, let's go ahead and try the Huda Beauty blush, the liquid blush. And once again, the shade I got is called Cotton Candy. I'm going to start with that much because I'm scared that it's going to be too much. And I'm going to blend it with my Refer LCO2. I'm glad I applied little because as you can see, it spreads very easily and it's pretty pigmented. It's a perfect match for my shirt, which I wasn't counting on, but so far it is looking very pretty. That's absolutely a really nice blush. Very pretty. It is time. Let's do it. Let's go for the powder, and it looks pretty dark. It looks, I guess, darker than I thought. Also, check out the new Huda Beauty powder packaging because this is definitely changed. This used to look pretty different. Here's what the powder looks like. So to try this powder out, I'm going to use it the way that I use all of my powders, which is packing it on my puff first. The sifter is nice, by the way. It sinks in quite a lot. So here's the powder on the puff, but then I don't stop at that. I don't go in just like that. I work the powder into the sponge as much as possible and tap off the excess, and only then do I powder my under eye. You can definitely see the color, especially right over the blush. So take a look right here at what that powder looks like. No powder, powder. I'm actually not mad at that. That looks really good. Much better than it looked online for sure. Let me go ahead and make myself even. And yes, I can see the powder a bit. Like you can see it right here on the side of my nose a bit. Right? You can see the pink hue of the powder right there. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like I have blush under my eyes, which is what some of the videos I was seeing online looked like. This looks nice. Let me go ahead and powder the center of my forehead and right around my mouth. That looks pretty good. I like the powder. Again, I already know that I like Huda's powder formula. I was so scared of trying this color because, I don't know, in my opinion, they did not sell it to me well. When they were marketing it, it looked super scary. And I know that Huda's marketing is super kind of gimmicky and they're always looking for their products to go viral. I understand that, but it looked horrible online in my opinion, and it is a beautiful looking powder once you try it. So now we know. We don't have to be scared of it. We know it actually looks pretty good once you have it on your face. Since I have so many different lip products to try, I'm going to try them now before I go on with eyeshadow. I'm first going to try the Pillow Balm from Too Faced in the shade Pink Pineapple Kiss. And here's what the packaging of it looks like. Here's the applicator. And let's go for it. It feels pretty minty and fresh on the lips. This is an ultra hydrating and nourishing lip treatment is what it claims to be. It feels pretty much like maybe like a plumping gloss because of that freshness that I feel on the lips. And I like that it looks nice and juicy. I'll definitely have to try it again. Ooh, maybe don't apply too much of it because see how it's bunching up right there, that's not a good sign. It is freshly applied and I didn't apply too much. See right there how it's bunching up? I hate when lip products do that. Oh no, I don't like this. You see that? It's no. This one does not have my stamp of approval at all. That looks gross. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. I can already tell you that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and try the Lip Injections Extreme Plumping Click lip glosses. And the main thing I need to tell you about these is whether or not they hurt your lips. I'm doing this for you. Lip Injections Extreme in general from Too Faced is always painful in my opinion, and I want to test whether or not these products are that painful type of extreme plumping situation. And also I'll let you know whether they are pigmented or not, because the colors I got are definitely on the bold side, but that depends on whether or not they're pigmented. I'm going to just put on the red one, which is called On Point. Yeah, they are pretty pigmented. It's actually more pink than red. Here's what On Point looks like, and just in case they do hurt my lips, I might not want to do this twice, so I'm going to show you the other color on the top lip. And this one is called Feeling Spicy, and it's like a darker burgundy-ish type color. Can you see the color difference? The top one is definitely a bit more wearable. The bottom one is more in your face fuchsia type shade. I think I am going to mix them, but that's what the two shades look like. And I'm already feeling it. This is definitely that hurtful, spicy type of lip plumper. So if you love those, maybe consider trying these. I'm not in pain actually. They just feel hot. Like my lips feel like they're a bit on fire. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's also not a pleasant experience for me. So I am going to take it off now. I really don't care that much about my lips being plump. I still have the Mario gloss to try, but I'll leave this one for the very end. Before I try it, let's go ahead and create an eyeshadow look with this Nars eyeshadow palette. I'm going to start with this pink purple looking shade here. It kind of looks like that Ube under eye powder from Huda. And this is going to be the color on the crease of my eye. And Nars does have a pretty good and pigmented eyeshadow formula. I have no complaints about their formula ever. I quite like it. My usual complaint with them and their eyeshadows is that their palettes all look kind of similar, and that does sort of kind of apply to this one, but not really. I find this one to be different enough. It doesn't scream orgasm to me, and I think that's definitely a win already. This does not look like an orgasm looking color story. There's no peaches in it. I am pleased, I am happy. They did something at least slightly different from what they've been doing for the past few years, and I am grateful. With my reference number 1, I'm going into this dark brown shade here, and I'm going to tap it on the outer third of the eyelid, and then start working it up into the crease. That color is blending really nicely into the previous one. It just darkened things a bit, defined them a little more. I'm going back with my reference number 15 to make sure everything looks nice and blended. With my finger, I'm going to use this shade here and tap it on the outer half of the lid, just like so. I think I also want to grab the middle shade because it looks really pretty and tap that middle shade right in the center. Yeah, that looks nice. And I really love that finely milled sparkle that Nars does on their shadows. I like it quite a bit. I think it looks tasteful and elegant, but at the same time, it's pretty sparkly, which I love. With a reference number 2, I'm grabbing this top shade, and I'm using as many shades as I can, just for the purpose of testing out the palette. And so I'm going to use that top shade right on the inner third of the eyelid. And I'm using a reference number 2 brush for that. And then the lightest of all of the shimmers with a smaller blending brush. This is a reference number 28, right on the inner corner of the eye. For my under eye, I'm just going to combine these two mattes and swipe them right underneath my lower lash line. Just back and forth down here. And so this is what things are looking like so far. I applied the Espresso eyeliner from Laura Mercier to my waterline. I also went ahead and applied mascara to my lashes. Everything I have been using is linked down below. And so one of the last products I have to try is the new Makeup by Mario gloss, which I got in the shade Rose Crush. Here is what the gloss looks like, by the way, and once you open it, take a look right there at the applicator. I will go ahead and line my lips before I apply it. I got my birthday present from Sephora this month. I picked the Makeup by Mario one, and it has a Makeup by Mario lip liner, which is a fantastic lip liner, by the way. Take a look. This one is in the shade Mauve. And let's go ahead and go for the gloss now. It smells a little sweet, but it's a very faint smell. It feels delicious. Absolutely love this one. I think this was definitely the right thing to leave for the very end of the video as far as lip products are concerned, because then I can just keep it on. And the very last thing I have to try is the new Impeccable setting spray from Anastasia. I think this definitely has alcohol in the formula because it smells very much like alcohol. Yeah, it's the second ingredient. Water is the first one, alcohol is the second one. It definitely smells a little strong, but it sprays really nice. And so check it out. This right here is the finished look using all of these new products now available at Sephora. I pretty much told you how I felt about everything as I went. I am going to do a full wear test foundation review with the Anastasia foundation, because of first impressions without a wear test is definitely not good enough to tell you what the foundation is going to perform like throughout the day. So far, I don't really have any complaints about it. It looks thin, no texture is coming through, and no redness is showing. But I want to see how it performs on my dry skin after a long period of time. My favorite products I tried today were actually the Huda Beauty products. I really like the formula of the Huda Beauty liquid blush. And I also really like this powder. This was easily one of my favorite products I tried in today's video. And then lastly, I also really enjoyed the Makeup by Mario gloss. The formula honestly feels fantastic. It feels hydrating. It looks good, and it's not sticky at all. It's a very glidey, balmy type gloss formula. So I'm definitely here for this. So yes, I would say these are definitely my most recommended, most exciting products I tried today. If you want me to narrow it down even more, these two. If you want to narrow it down to my very favorite, is actually the Huda powder. And so that's it. That is all I have for you guys today. If you liked today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you want to keep up with all of what's new and exciting in makeup. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.